Tackled at the 20.
Over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly. And that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Second down. Here's Eason. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
From the 17, here's second and 4. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the 8, they've got it first and goal. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Forced out to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. Second and goal. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And now third and goal following incompletions on first and second down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Single, slot. Hey, you on the knob? Yellow. Black 25. Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Chiefs are going to take a first quarter lead.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing is Eason. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender. From there, he doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point up and through, and the lead now stands at 13. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
Eason sets to throw it. And his throw is going to be incomplete. He was looking for Michael Pittman that time. But now it'll be 3rd down.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So his struggles just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football, Charles. Now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know what they've always said? I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. That is caught by Williams. Touchdown, Kansas City. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
1st and goal. Forget running the football. Forget establishing anything. Just put it in the end zone with a pass for a touchdown.
Oh, yeah, I guess that's the definition of catching the defense off guard there. They weren't expecting that.
And that totally goes against type, doesn't it? When you think 1st and goal from the 1, you're thinking running play.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Well, these guys certainly need something good to go their way because this first quarter has been something of a disaster for them trying to move the ball. But that completion there maybe can get them focused and moving in the right direction.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 11 more on that one and another first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Indianapolis.
Ain't nothing worse than losing your hero and can't say bye. But we never know just when it's our time and legends are gone and we don't know why.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Play action. It's Eason. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I'm sure that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun is Eason. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
That's the reason we ball for them. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
The ball carrier.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off here, the 32. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line.
First down.
They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments.
Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. It's the sackmaster, Justin Houston, who comes up with it. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
On first down, Taylor. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. 8 yards to go on second down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 18-yard line.
Eason going for it all to the end zone, but it's incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
What we've seen so far in this game, they're not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
On 3rd down, Eason. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
Complete to
An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. He was looking for Watkins that time, and now it's 2nd down. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
A loss of a yard.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. T.Y. Hilton deep for the Colts. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Watch the play. Mike, 56.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 11 yards there, 1st down.
A gain of 11.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
10 at the 21-yard line.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. This is caught. Watkins. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. That's caught at the 3. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
Makes the score Chiefs 27, Colts 6.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards. As he's taken down right at the 20.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. To throw, it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
30-yard line.
Rivers going to bring the Colts up 1st and 10 right at the 30. Now it's the backup, Rivers. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. It was Frank Clark that time who got in there to bring him down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Looking for Campbell downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Here's Hardman to return. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
At their own 35-yard line.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle practice.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flushed out right. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Mahomes now to throw. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
A 3rd quarter action from Kansas City, 2nd down and 10. Mahomes going to throw. It's Hill, complete. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a 1st.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
2nd and 4. They could still get a 1st down without scoring. And again, it's Mahomes. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. Give him 2 yards on that play. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Steps away to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. That close on 3rd down, I think everybody probably expecting a run. Instead, they go to the air on 3rd and short yardage.
I realize this is a passing league, and they're liable to throw the ball on any down and distance. But that short, I do question the call. Run the football and pick it up.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown pass, and the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. That took a pretty big risk right there, going for it on 4th down. But, hey, not only did they get the 1st down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a 1st down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still is not really... He rifles one that's intercepted. D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Butker now to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Makes the score Chiefs 41, Colts 6.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Looking for Campbell downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
Rivers pass intercepted. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. That catch good for only a couple.
Damian Williams. 2 yards.
2nd and 8.
It's 2nd.
3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 38 yards. And the Chiefs take advantage of the turnover and put up 6. And he'll bang that one through.
Makes the score Chiefs 48, Colts 6.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 49-yard line. Rivers going to give this one to Taylor. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Colts 1st down.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
They'll try to throw here. Rivers escaping the pressure right. Complete to Hilton. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 23 yards, the final tally. That's just his second catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game, and they've done a great job of doing that.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13-yard line.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Frank Clark picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And Old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now that sack leaves Rivers and the Colts with a 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Rivers. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
They're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time. Rivers on 4th down. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone. So give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Taken about 7 yards deep.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation. Knowing when it exists to go to it, they did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he stopped immediately there. The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
And 10 at the 22-yard line.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They go to the ground again with Taylor. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Rivers from the gun on 3rd down. And he'll find Pittman. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
First down, Colts.
Hey, watch the slant. Check.
Hey, easy, easy.
Check. Right there. 54, right there. Right.
Hey, ready, behind.
They'll run on first down. Taylor. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Frank Clark there.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Rolling to his right. And the catch made by Hilton. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
All day, every day.
Rivers now to throw on first down. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts
A gain of 14.
as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
Step 180, block 11.
54. Here we go, D. All day, D.
A first down throw here for Rivers. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
58, boys, 58.
Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Hill, incomplete. It leads to second and 10.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on second and 10.
Check pass, check pass.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Hill, the intended receiver once again. Third down here. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Let's put him on the button.
Easy.
Now it's Mahomes again. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us. We're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Chiefs victorious here as we say so long from Arrowhead.